Want to welcome everybody here. Thank you so much for being here today. We thought it would be raining, so we thought it best to stage this event in the Market House. I'm here today to talk about Team Maryland. If you look to your left, you'll see what is one of the amazing things about living in Annapolis, the waterfront. The water, the boating, it's one of our greatest assets, but also it is one of our greatest threats. We are so grateful for our federal team recognizing this challenge that is posed to Annapolis, this challenge that we have to get ahead of, this challenge that we don't have a choice on. We are very excited about our City Dock Reimagined because it is a plan to address the future. The water is heating up, the water is rising. More and more catastrophic weather events are happening throughout the country. Our federal delegation recognizes that. We have a president that understands the Chesapeake Bay. We have superstars who represent us on a Maryland level. We have an all-star team there. Today I have one of the all-stars that I want to throw to now, one of the quarterbacks of this amazing team. A couple of his wide receivers are out here, and the rest of the all-star team are with me today. But I want to thank everybody for being here. Senator Cardin.
Whoa. Mayor Buckley, first of all, thank you for your enthusiasm and thank you for your vision for Annapolis. You have truly been the visionary that recognizes that City Dock is what Annapolis is about. Its waterfront is what its history and future is all about. And you have an immediate problem of resiliency from climate change and sea level rise. We recognize that. Look outside, you see it today. We accuse the mayor of planning this event on a high tide day, but this is a regular occurrence when you have flooding here at the dock level. You need to deal with that. I was here during Isabel. I saw what happens during a major hurricane. But even just the tidal events are causing major inconvenience and challenges here in downtown Annapolis. And Mayor Buckley is doing something about it. So the impetus for this City Dock project deals with the flooding issues and resiliency. But the mayor has gone well beyond that. He wants to transform the City Dock into a place which will be the future of Annapolis, where visitors will want to be, where you have a park for the community, so they'll want to be there, that it'll be accommodating to all of the stakeholders that enjoy Annapolis, from the residents to the legislators to the midshipmen. This area will become, it is right now the center of Annapolis, but it will be a place that's very inviting. And rather than watching these cars pass by and see these parked cars, we're going to have a place that we all can enjoy. And the mayor, through his planning, has adequate parking, but it doesn't have to be in the downtown area. So he's planned for all of that, and we're proud to be part of that team. This is Team Maryland. Make no mistake about it. We are together on this. I want to thank the mayor and the aldermen that are here for what they've done. Sarah Elford, thank you for what you've done in the General Assembly, providing money for this project, to Governor Moore. And we are proud, your federal partners, to be partnership with you. Mr. Mayor, I sort of counted up the number of grants you've already gotten. It's now 4 from the federal government. And you're asking for more. Good. We're your partners on this. Sometimes I say, you know, working with John Sarbanes and working with Chris Van Hollen, we have priorities, and we convince our team to work together on a priority. City Dock is a priority for all 3 of us. John Sarbanes has led the efforts in the House of Representatives year in and year out to help the city of Annapolis. And this announcement we have today is no exception. Chris Van Hollen, his role in the Appropriations Committee has been critically important for us to be able to get the funding necessary. So today we are announcing $3.46 million additional federal funds through what we call earmarks, coming here for City Dock to make this a reality. We are just proud to be part of this team. I can tell you, we can't do it without the partnership that we have here. And one of the key players in making this a reality is my partner in the United States Senate, who's used his position on the Appropriations Committee to deliver for the people of Maryland and the people of Annapolis, Chris Van Hollen.
Thank you, Senator Cardin. And as Senator Cardin said, we're here to support the vision of the mayor and the city of Annapolis. And supporting the vision means making sure that we provide some of the resources to make it happen. To Mayor Buckley, I remember coming down here years ago when you began to lay out this idea. And you have stuck with it. You've stuck with it with your partners, the aldermen and women. You stuck with it with your state delegation. Thank you, Senator Elfreth. You stuck with it with the county executive. Thank you, Stuart Pittman. And you have made sure you stuck with it with your federal delegation. Senator Cardin, John Sarbanes, and I just had the chance to meet with the mayor and his team over in their offices, where we got an extensive briefing on what we've done and what we still have to do. As Ben Cardin said, you look out here and you find a place that has incredible history, both good history and bad history, and we need to tell everybody's stories about Annapolis. This is a huge business hub, but the flooding that it experiences right now means that it's a little bit like spinning the wheel. Are you going to be on a day when it's flooding and nobody will come down here to City Dock? Or are we going to be on a good day? Here we even have sunny day flooding. So what we're trying to do is make sure that no matter what day you come down here to City Dock, you can have the full good experience. You can get a sense of the history. You can come to restaurants or places like this right here, and you can walk around in a nice place that's not filled with cars and a parking lot. In order to make that vision happen, you need the resources, and I'm really pleased to work with my partners in Congress to get this done. Ben Cardin, Senator Cardin, serves on the Environment and Public Works Committee, which is the committee that provides authorizing funds for all sorts of important projects, including climate resilience and mitigation. And I want to thank him for all he's done to advance this project over the years. And John Sarbanes has also been devoted to this project and with the delegation to making sure that we protect the Chesapeake Bay and the health of the Chesapeake Bay. I do think that even before today, the federal government, if you look at all the sources of funding, both right here on the City Dock project and the immediate periphery, we're talking about over $10 million to date. But today, we are announcing the additional $3 million plus. And as Senator Cardin said, we know we've received an additional request from the mayor and his team, as it should be, because we need to keep at this until the vision is complete and fully funded. Now let me turn it over to our partner, the congressman who represents this congressional district so ably, John Sarbanes.
Thanks, Senator. So, Mayor Buckley, congratulations on getting us to another milestone in the efforts to really reimagine what Annapolis can be. You know, in the face of climate change, all the things that we need to do with resiliency, the minimum obligation of the mayor of this city would be to protect the status quo from the effects of climate change. But the opportunity that this mayor had in front of him was to go much further than that, to lay out a vision, a transformational vision for what Annapolis could be, and then invite all of us to be part of the team and step forward. So when there's an exciting project like this, you want to play, you want to be in the game, you want to be part of the team, and our federal delegation is happy to be here to celebrate the $3.5 million that are coming in to help with this project, along with earlier funding that we've been able to get, some other grant funding that's flowing from the federal government. So we are part of this team and very, very proud to be. And I want to thank the mayor for his vision, but I want to also thank the City Dock committee that was put together, the action committee that was put together. Over 100 people, I think you told me, were in this effort representing various community groups and other constituencies. This was a challenge. I mean, I've had the opportunity to represent Annapolis for 16 years, and I've seen, all the competing dynamics, interests, constituencies. To bring people together to get a single vision for how to proceed with this city dock project is a real achievement, and the credit for that goes to the people of Annapolis who stepped forward and want to put this vision into action. And this mayor has known how to capture that energy and push it forward. The other reason that we're investing in this, it's not just for the sake of Annapolis and for this community. It's because this project, as a resiliency project, can be a national model. It shows what communities that are facing these challenges of climate change can do to respond and pull not just the public sector in, but pull the private sector into the solution. And you talked this morning at our briefing about how you're leveraging the public dollars to invite that partnership with the private sector. So one of the reasons we felt very comfortable advocating for this community project and bringing the funding bears is we can now point to what's happening in Annapolis as we talk to our colleagues across the country in terms of what the opportunities are. So again, congratulations. Another one of the partners in this effort, along with all the people that have already been mentioned here, is County Executive Stuart Pittman, who again was one who said, put me on the court, I want to play, I want to be part of this team effort and lift up Annapolis. So Stuart, thank you for your partnership. And the mic is yours.
I was going to bring Senator Elfreth in first. Are you sure? You actually have a meeting you have to get to right away. Why don't you?
More money.
Go ahead.
Yes, you're going to get more money, and then I'll come after you.
Okay. Thank you all so much. It's the word Team Maryland has been said a couple times, and what I love about our congressional delegation is when they see Team Maryland, they don't just mean the federal delegation that we're all so proud to serve us, but they mean exactly what they said: the local, the state, and the federal government all working together, pulling in one direction. It's been said that this project isn't just about tourism, which it has tremendous opportunity to bring in more tourists from around not just the state and the country, but the nation to see how we're addressing climate change here. It has the ability to get more people on the water. Public access is a huge component of this project, but most importantly, it has the ability to protect our built environment, the small businesses that surround the city dock, the neighbors that live right here. I am a neighbor, so I am very grateful for this project. The last time Congressman Sarbanes and I were here was just last year when we had the King flood, the third highest flood on record, that the water actually went around the market house. It was so high. This project has the ability to make sure that Annapolis's history, the storied history of the state capitol, is here for generations to come. I'm so proud to be part of Team Maryland. The $10 million in federal funding that has been brought to the table, the state has stepped up, first under the leadership of former Speaker Mike Bush, who started the state investment here. We brought in $15 million in state funding to the project. I have to run up the hill to a budget meeting where we're going to try to get another $3 million in next year's budget for this project. But that's what it means to be a part of Team Maryland. We're all coming together under a common purpose, a common goal, and delivering for the citizens of Maryland. So thank you to our federal delegation for stepping up and making it really easy to be a partner in this project. Thank you very much. And now I got to
We'll get more money. Yep. So this is truly sacred ground. The United Nations has designated this as a UNESCO site of remembrance for the slave ships that came across the Middle Passage to this land. We have the historic Annapolis has opened last year a new museum here telling the history of this place. And we have a parking lot right over here on the best site. And I think one of the things that you will learn about Mayor Buckley is that he doesn't go away. He's sort of sticky. And when he has an idea, it's usually a big idea, and he brings people together. And the process of the community coming together and doing I remember the charrette, the thing with the little boxes where we could all create City Dock the way we thought it should be. You took it from there to the committee and created a vision that is just magnificent. And it's going to be great for the economy of Anne Arundel County. This is our heart in Annapolis. But our residents have all experienced City Dock, and they all want to come down here with their kids and go on what will be a beautiful grassy space and a splash pad, and there will be concerts and there will be events here. but most importantly, it protects us from sea level rise. And Anne Arundel County and the city of Annapolis created the country's first multi-jurisdictional resilience authority, and we funded it in our budget last year, in our county budget. I'm disappointed Matt Fleming, who's the director, is not able to be with us today, but is working with the team at DPW Public Works in the city of Annapolis on all of the details of doing this, and we are looking forward to breaking ground, hopefully soon after the boat show, and making this a reality for our residents. Thank you. And